Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, salutation, and welcome. Thank you for joining us for our second 19 Energy Presents. And today's topic, it is an honor and privilege, as always, for me to be here and for us to be together. I appreciate it, and maybe come together in the moment, where this moment may be. We'll first begin with a tune in and tune up. You should be able to hear the music today, which is very exciting. So today's topic is youth. May I acknowledge youth? So we're just doing any form of expressive movement, be shaking, dancing, a little bit of tapping. May I acknowledge youth? Good. May I understand youth? May I understand youth? May I appreciate youth? May I appreciate youth? And lastly, may I let go of youth? Nice. That was fun. I hope we enjoyed. So again, that's just expressive movements. There's no right ways, no wrong ways to do it. Just kind of moving with the flow, doing some affirmations while we do so to kind of get ourselves present, warmed up as we get into our meditative. I hope you all enjoy. That'll of course continue to evolve and develop as time goes on. So next, a reminder: this very valuable quote: "The real meditation is how you live your life." Lovely. Today's topic is youth. What is youth? Well, it is an early period of growth. That is one way to define youth. Youth is an early period of growth. Another way is having little experience. Youth. Having little experience. Another way to define youth: recently come into being. So these are three definitions. Youth. Why? Why do we care about youth? Well, it provides understanding. Youth can provide understanding. Can help us develop patience. The experience of youth. And newness. Youth is newness. So how do we practice youth? Try something new. That's a great way. Practice being young. Be around young energy. Anyway, shape or form. Could be challenging right now. Don't even have to physically be around it. And lastly, an inner child meditation. Getting connected to your inner self. Or any inner child. There is a certain part of all of us that lives outside of time. Perhaps we become aware of our age only at exceptional moments, And most of the time, we are ageless. I thought this was a really beautiful and powerful take on age and youth and relative perception of it. Can you imagine that? I mean, it's true. Most of the time, we're not thinking about our age. Milan Kundera was an author, Czechoslovakian. That's probably Czech. Wrote The Unbearable Lightness, later adapted it. Watch today. I would recommend it. I haven't finished it completely. It's about 3 hours long. Again, I kind of enjoyed that. So lovely. Now we're going to get into our meditation. And our meditation is on our topic today of youth. So begin to find yourself into a comfortable position, meditative position, whatever that means for you, in a way that is both comfortable and attentive. We're going to attempt to minimize distractions and prepare for about 12 minutes of practice. Good. So let's begin by becoming simply aware of the present moment. Accepting whatever is arising for our immediate field of experience. And if you would like, shutting your eyes if you've already done so. And we'll begin by tuning into the breath. The breath is a foundation of our practice. And the breath is magical. But there's nothing absolutely magical and too special about it. Tuning into the sensation of the breathing, we now begin to see if we can also bring to mind youth, youngness, whatever that means to you. And as we continue to experience that, see if we can experience the newness and the youth and breath. Good. Next, we begin to expand our awareness to our bodies, opening up our conscious awareness as much as our bodies we can bring into attention and awareness, paying attention, noting any physical sensations. If perhaps we have an opportunity, letting go. As we continue maintaining focus, as expanding awareness to the body, let's also bring to our youth, youngness, newness, feeling connected with the youth in our bodies, feeling connected, the newness in our bodies each day, millions and billions of cells getting made each day. Next, we expand our awareness to our feelings, from the physical to the emotional to the undescribable. Tuning in, turning toward anything that we may be feeling. And open of anything we may be feeling in this moment. Perhaps letting go or nurturing and embracing with love and kindness. As we do so, bring to mind youth, youngness, newness, agelessness. How do you feel now? Noting any changes in feelings, being open to accepting any changes that may be occurring. Good. Next, we'll play with the mind. Observe the mind. Notice the speeds of the mind, the volume of them. Any other particular details of the mind. Tones, themes. Simply greeting the mind as a friend. Acknowledging, perhaps offering loving kindness. Saying whatever comes to mind. Acknowledging and embracing. And as we do, bring to mind young, youth, newness, freshness, experience. And see what it is like. See if you can delve into the details of young, of youth, and bringing it to mind. And finally, I'd like you to do something different. I'd like you to begin to visualize and bring to the power of mind wholeness, consciousness, all of the youth in all of the universe, as much as you possibly can. Thinking of the parts of something new, all the young and newness in you, and all the newness and youngness in the world. Seeing it as like, got one, all of that, in all of existence. Lovely. Finally, I'd like you to let go of newness of youth, creation of all that you've created in your mind, in the world, and the universe, just as it came into existence, so shall it pass and be let go. As our final part of practice, I'd like you to bring to mind someone or something very easy for you to care about. It could be a garden or an animal, being of any form, and offering them and connecting with them. Love and kindness. And next, turning towards yourself, the wholeness of your being, offering and accepting love and kindness in any way, shape, or form. Good. Now, turning towards someone or something that poses difficulty or challenge, or is in need of suffering right now, or is his suffering in need of loving kindness, offering them love and kindness. And next, connecting with someone you care about very deeply. Very, very deeply. And offering them love and kindness. And finally, bringing in the mind, visualizing someone you would not otherwise think of, someone who touches your life daily, significantly, but you would perhaps not otherwise think of, and connecting with them for a moment of loving kindness. Many experiences may have arisen throughout the totality of this experience. May I continue to accept these experiences and all experiences. Turn towards life, seeing it the true eyes and experience of wisdom, just as it is. Taking it with us every present moment, from day to day, any moment within our being. As we come back to the room, and our surroundings, and our bodies, and our breaths, coming at one. Again, present moment. Being gentle movement, perhaps in the fingertips, the neck, or the sway. Whatever feels best for you. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're comfortable. Coming back to the present. In your eyes. Thank you all so much for participating in meditation and coming into the present moment together. Any moment. It was an honor and a pleasure. Now, for our final parting wisdom. Tusi, a well-known Zen teacher of his time, he had lived in several temples and taught various practices. Of the last temples he visited, he accumulated so many followers that Tusi himself quit the whole lecturing business, and he had advised all of his followers to disperse, going wherever they wanted and doing whatever they desired. After that, no one could find a trace of him. 3 years later, disciples discovered him living among beggars under a bridge, and they offered him, and they said, please teach us. If you can do as I do, even for a couple of days, I might teach you, he replied. So a former disciple dressed as a beggar and spent the day with him, following him day by day, and one day one of the beggars died. So Tusi carried the body off, and at midnight buried him on a mountainside. After that, they returned to the shelter and under the bridge. Juicy slept soundly for the remainder of the night, but the disciple could not sleep. When the morning came, Juicy said, "We do not have to beg for food today. Our dead friend has left some over there." But the disciple wasn't able to eat a single bite of it. "I have said, if you could not do as I do, get out of here and do not bother me again." Thank you. Those are our words and parting words of wisdom. It is an honor and a pleasure and a privilege, as always, to get to share in this moment with you. I hope you got even an iota of it out of it, and I know I do. I'm sending out all the best intentions to each and every one of you throughout the universe and throughout these times and any times, all time. So thank you. I appreciate it. Think about becoming a supporter on Patreon or making any form of donations. Our goal, my goal, is to reach millions, billions of people just getting in touch with the present moment. So please, anytime you can like or share or comment, it's great appreciated because all of that helps towards working towards that goal. As always, much love and best ventures until next time. Thank you. And I'll hang around for a couple moments in case there's anything in the chat or anything like that. So that concludes our lesson for today.